Don't be a holier than thou. Now, what does it mean to be a holier than thou? These are the people that are always trying to hyper-spiritualize everything. And I'll tell you why. It's because of the fact that they're wicked. So they try to overcompensate, right? Have you heard that term, overcompensating? Like, for example, you have a guy who's insecure in his manhood, so he's just always trying to show what a bad dude he is. He's always trying to talk about how he's going to kick this guy's butt, and I'm going to kick that guy's. They're always talking about just fighting and beating people up because they have a need to persuade. You know what I'm talking about? They're trying to overcompensate how manly they are. Okay. Because actually they're insecure about their manhood, so they go overboard on that. And you know what I'm talking about. You've seen that. These people are like that with spirituality. So because they have a lot of wickedness in their life, they put on this hyper-spiritual facade. These people always turn out to be bad people. Always. Okay? In my experience, 100% of the time, the people who are just always there to just rip on you for just the smallest little misstep. Now look, it's one thing to get up behind the pulpit and preach about sin. But do you think that I actually just, in my personal life, whenever I see people doing something wrong, I just stop them and tell them that they're doing it wrong? Just every little thing. Like you think I just walk into people's houses, what's that? What's going on with that? Huh? What's going on with these videos over here? What's this music over here? What's that poster? What is this? What are you doing? Do you think I just come in the house and I'm just just pointing out this isn't biblical, that's not biblical, that's a sin. All right, what you're wearing right now, totally sinful. You think that's how I act to people in a everyday situation or even at church? I don't act that way at church. But there are people who act that way. Yes, there are holier than thous who they're just there to just pick everybody apart. They're so spiritual. They're so righteous. They love to pray publicly, loudly, in the corners, in the streets. They love to trumpet their prayer. What does the Bible say? When you pray, enter into your closet. When thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret. Amen. Now look, it also says, I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. There's nothing wrong with praying publicly. Here's a nice rule of thumb. When you pray publicly, it's a short prayer. Sweet hour of prayer is by yourself in the prayer closet. It's not publicly sweet hour of prayer while the food's getting cold, okay? And you know these people that they take prayer and they turn it into a whole sermon. Oh, God of Elijah, and they're like telling the whole story of the Bible in a prayer while the food's waiting. It's like, you led Abraham into Canaan where he sojourned. And it's just like, shut up. But these people, they just love to pray. They love to pontificate. And what's even more of a holier than thou is like they'll rebuke you for not praying in a certain situation. You didn't pray before we left the driveway. You're supposed to pray before every drive. How dare you roll the church van out of the parking lot without praying first? These kind of just pontificating, holier than thou. Who's known people like that? Pretty much everybody, okay?